Good day, my wonderful people. It's me again, the great, great countryman. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Now, remember we have the membership coming up on the site, on the channel. Let me know what you guys think about that. And give me some ideas. I'm thinking about for the membership to do live streaming so people can see what countryman look like. But just let me know. Anyways, you see who's in front of you? The Gideon warrior, leader, Joel, Andem. I'm wondering if Andem is his real last name. It come in like Mandem. Yo. But I must say, since I started this channel, I've been wanting to do this. But since I started the channel, and going over the different stories and stuff like that, it's very stressful. It's stressful and traumatizing when I see the kind of stuff that these guys did or they're doing, and it just it doesn't make sense, but I'm wondering why. And like this guy right here, I did a video with St. James Most Wanted, and when you really check it out, Jamaica and the prison system, it's like a gladiator school. It's like a realm. Like when you step, you ever watch some movie and you step into like a third dimension? It's like Mortal Kombat. That's what it looks like, because, I mean, you have guys like Zeeks in there, you have Cartel, you have Rock Bachman, them, you have, and the list goes on and on and on. It's crazy. And the story always end up in the same way. Like, for example, this guy right here, Mr. Andem, he's crazy. The only thing I could say, Jamaica need to have a serious psychological unit throughout the country, and they need to forensic study these guys and use their brain for research and see, because these guys are the worst kind of human beings. I mean, they're no much different than certain people who do certain things in a certain part of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. He's no different than the man them in Nigeria and certain country and the Middle East. But when you see what this guy did, like, they have a little bit of story about him. Oh, he's from Bull Bay, And I didn't even know this man was that old. He was born in 1963. So he's almost 60 years old. You know, he was a youngster in Rollington Town Primary and then went to Vauxhall High School. Mr. Andem, he was described as semi-literate. In 1983, that's when he first get in trouble. And did 8 years. Or he was on parole for 8 years. Sorry. Then, after being released, I guess his street credit went up. I'm just, kind of summarizing and going through his thing. And obviously the police found out about him from a video that he had with a rifle. And they heard they were shooting some dogs or pigs or whatever. And it's all sort of praise. But it's kind of funny because with social media now, you would think the Jamaican police would be more on top of it. But anyways, yeah. So he has been causing problems for the force for about 4 years before they caught up with him. He's accused of 20 murders. Listen to this, 20 murders. So that brings the question, are these guys serial killers? So is Jamaica prison filled with or mass murders? I'm trying to, people help me with this equation. So this guy is accused of 20 murders. Is he a mass murderer or is he a serial murderer? I'm trying to, and Jamaica doesn't use that terminology, so I don't know. So it was a joint police and military team caught up with him in 2004. They even have the date, May 27th. So there you go again. Somebody set him up and give him away because people are afraid of you. They should follow Skeng down. But them youth are not educated. You can't tell them ignorant and illiterate. And they usually implode. You know what implosion means? Blown up from the inside. So for these guys, it's mentally. So with all the 20 murders, the only thing he was charged with is 2 counts of murder, conspiracy to murder, 10 counts of shooting with intent, 12 counts of illegal possession of firearm, kidnapping and aggravation. Are you serious? Yo. They said he cried like a baby, and that's what I tell you about these Jamaican gangsters. They tough on the street and this and that, and when police hold them or they're in prison, especially when they're in a foreign country, America, Canada, US, wherever, they turn straight punks, douchebags. So some of his victims were people like Sylvia Edwards. She was held up for a $200,000 ransom, then shot dead and buried at University Heights in Constitutional Hill, St. Andrew. Jesus Christ. And he only got 20 years. Another victim was Edwards' brother, who was shot across a gas station 3 days before his questioning regards to men who held in connection to the murder. So they killed the witness who saw the robbery. No, there was another witness by the name of Pearl Brasco. And that witness was also killed because that witness saw when the gas station owner was killed. Are you serious? Yo, these guys are mentally insane. And they're sitting in a Jamaican jail getting all the best treatment that the jail can offer. No, he got a 20-year sentence, and his name still ring bells on the world. Even them say his son get catch with gun, it's everywhere. And his brother was shot 9 times. His brother, which is a pastor, was shot in Motown at church while he was preaching. Wow. They said member of the gang, couple of them got shot down by a licensed firearm holder when they tried to enter a construction site. Yo, and none of these guys learned. No, this guy got caught in 2004, and after him, look at how many guys popped up. I mean, there is so much information. I could be doing video for the next 100 years. So the question is, it's not so much this dude here. Gideon warrior, gang leader Joel Andem. The question is, how long can the system, the country takes this? And that's what I want to know. That's the equation. Yo, my name is Countryman. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll keep the fire burning. Peace out.